Hey Korbanth Saber fans, today we have the Korbanth exclusive Lost Path. We're going to unbox it for you guys, show you how it works, as well as show off all the cool fonts, effects, and features. When you first get it, you're going to want to unscrew the back end cover. So it's going to be this entire back half of the saber. There's the chassis. Just slide that baby out, and if you look in here, there's the kill switch.
Good to see you too.
And then a very important thing is the battery and the way you put it in. We only send these out with about a 2% charge, so please make sure that once you get this saber, you throw it in the battery charger that we provide right away. Charge it overnight, and then it'll be good to go. When you're putting the lightsaber back in, you'll see that this end has a spring, and that usually goes with the flat side, and this side has a nub, and this side also has a nub right there. So make sure that you put nub to the nub and the flat to the spring with this saber, otherwise it could destroy the Profi board if you put it in reverse. So nub to nub, spring to flat. Let's test it out.
Good to see you too.
It's going to be very touchy, so you're just going to want to briefly press it when you're testing. Alright, then we're all good to go. Let's slide this guy back into the saber. You're going to want to make sure that the red button right here is lined up with the button on the chassis, and it's very simple. You can't really slide it in any other way. And then you're going to screw the back cap back on and make it as tight as possible. And then once again, test. And as you guys can see, it's working perfectly fine. Let's get a blade in this guy, show you off all the fonts and cool features. This guy right here takes a regular 1-inch blade, so you're going to want to push it in there, make sure it's tightly connected to the pins, and hold it down while you're putting in the retention screw that is located right there on the side of the saber. Make sure you don't tighten it too tight, otherwise you could strip the screw and then you could no longer put the blade in. So to turn on the lightsaber, you basically simply press very briefly. To activate blaster clash, once the lightsaber is on, you're just going to briefly press the ignition button again. To deactivate, you can hold this button right here, or you can flick your wrist and twist the saber. The reason the blade kind of deignited there was because I don't have the retention screw in, so don't worry about that. It's still working just fine. To get music to play, you're going to want to double tap this button right here. And then same thing to deactivate the music, you double tap on this ignition button right here. To change fonts, all you do is briefly press and hold for about 1.5 seconds.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I
And then you have your new font. To change colors, you flip the saber down, press and hold the ignition button, and give a flick of the wrist. As you can see, it has a color wheel, and you just keep spinning it to lock in whatever color you want. Let's say I wanted this color right here. You actually do the same action, so you hold the ignition button and then twist your wrist to lock it in. So that's basically all you need to know to work this saber. Let's go ahead and go through the rest of the fonts.
This party's over.
Don't insult me.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. Traitor!
It's just Ben. I'm a Jedi.
Force will be with you. Always. Where is he? Jedi, prepare for death.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Ahsoka Tano! Focus Pan sent me. Lord Vader. The Force is with you, Skywalker. You're not a Jedi.
Something inside me. But now it's awake. The pleasure's all mine.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ray Skywalker.
I'm ready.
Ezra Bridger.
Second sister. I let you.
Persistence in the Force is my ally.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Evil. The Dark Lord Saru.
Now this is pod racing.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
And back to the beginning for you guys. Thank you for watching this instructional video, and as always, may the Force be with you.